Hey, good morning. So, we're waking up outside of Parker, Arizona, the mountains, a couple of mine shafts, beautiful rock wall behind me. I got in really late last night, just drove out. It's actually the day after Thanksgiving, so it's Black Friday. A lot of people are shopping. My goal is to get away from those people as quickly as I can. But I drove out last night, set up camp, got a great spot here. Waiting on 3 other guys to show up this morning. They're currently en route from California. And then we're going to get on the trail. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to make some coffee. I'll see you guys on the trail. Mine shafts. Right here next to the truck, we've got these mine shafts. You can see we're pretty close to people. So there's a fair amount of trash down in there. But there's one there. And there's one down in there. It's just beautiful here. There's some other small, like areas where they may have done small tests, but the backyard of where I'm camped out is pretty amazing. Looking out front, see the sun's working its way down the ridge behind me. Got some other people camping over there. Might actually be living there, but either way, we're not too far off the highway here. It was just a good spot to stop and get some sleep. Anyway, sorry for the voice. It's a little rough. I'm on the tail end of something, but I'm hoping the clean desert air is going to help that out. Anyway, we'll see you when we get on the highway. Or, I'm not getting on the highway. They're on the highway. We'll see you on the trail. You know, just looking across the valley, see a lot of really flat, level campsites. It reminds you a lot of Kofa. You can see why there's people camping out here. Just like that, we're done. Well, talk to the gents. They're just pulling into Parker. So I'm probably, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from the trailhead. I think I'm just going to go back down out of my campsite, hit the main trail, and go back to where it intersects with the 95. And I'll meet them there. They can air down, and then we'll get on the trail. After nearly tripping and falling into those mine shafts, it was interesting to realize that that mountain I was standing on was squeezed between 2 pieces of Arizona's mining past, the Billy Mac mine and the Osborne mines. The Billy Mac was a stubborn little copper and gold operation that scratched into the Buckskin Mountains by mines chasing pockets of ore with nothing but hope and grit. Meanwhile, the Osborne, quieter and almost forgotten, was one of those early claims where ambition outlasted the pay streak. This episode is brought to you by CB Built. Keeping this rig on the road, Jason and the team, always happy to help you get out there, so go check out CB Built, see what they can do for you. Okay, so we just loaded up. Everybody's here, present and accounted for. We got 4 rigs going. We got Kevin, one of Jason's friends. We got Kevin Romes, and we got Jason from CB Built. So if anything goes wrong, we're covered. Anyway, we're on the trail, just getting started here. It's real busy out here. A lot of people out shooting, a lot of people out in their side-by-sides. So we're just gonna kind of knuckle down and put the pedal to it once we get past all these people and try and escape this madness and get out to where we can enjoy ourselves a little bit. So we'll check in with you on the trail. Once we were rolling, the route dropped us down into a tight wash. One of those winding tracks that feels perfectly built for side-by-sides and razors, where the walls rise just high enough to make the trail feel like a natural roller coaster. Down here, the desert really opens up, and the whole region is home to hundreds of miles of interconnected trails, a maze of options that can take you from slow, rocky crawls or high-speed desert highways in a matter of minutes. What makes this place special is the variety. One moment you're picking your way across shelves of jagged rock, crawling up ledges with precision. The next you're blasting across wide-open, hard-packed straightaways. Those fast-flowing dirt highways stretch to the horizon, complete with random stop signs planted in the middle of nowhere to remind you that even out here, civilization leaves its fingerprint. As the terrain opened up, we did what anyone would do. We let the skinny pedal decide just how much fun we were gonna have. The corners came hard and fast, throwing tails of dust in the air as the desert started showing off its rhythm. These routes aren't just trails, they're invitations to explore, to get a little lost, and to feel the freedom you only feel when the landscape is wide enough to swallow you whole. Out here you can spend days weaving through canyons, climbing desert ridgelines for big views, or simply cruising down the broad, flat stretches where speed and silence meet. It's an off-road playground, raw, rugged, and endlessly open, where every mile gives you a different kind of adventure, and every turn reminds you why the desert keeps pulling us back. Alright, so we are really making up some time now. We went through the slow slog, having a lot of fun, wheeling down some of these little smaller trails, and then we just jumped onto Shea Road here for a little bit to really make up some time, also save some fuel. But we're on our way out to Swansea, and we will check in when we get out there. In the meantime, we're testing out the suspension over some of these bumps. Lots of fun. The road out to Swansea starts off like any other desert track, wide, dusty, unassuming, but the deeper you get, the more the landscape begins to stretch and fold around you. The terrain out here is classic Arizona backcountry, hard-packed dirt, scattered rock gardens, rolling washes that twist just enough to keep you honest. High clearance rigs and 4x4s definitely make the journey more comfortable, but with a bit of strategy, some careful line picking, and a decent set of all-terrain tires, the route can be handled by most capable all-wheel drive wagons. Your mileage may vary, of course.
Onyx rates most of these trails somewhere between green and blue, which means it can go from mellow cruising to mild technical without much warning. As you move further from the highway, the desert opens up into a wide network of trails, routes options peeling into every ridge, wash, mine cuts, long, quiet stretches of dirt. Whether you're here for the drive or the view, it's just the quiet. The road to Swansea feels like the transition zone, leaving the modern world behind and slipping back into the landscape shaped by pickaxes, ore carts, and the relentless pursuit of copper. And that's where this road ultimately leads, Swansea, one of Arizona's most unique and best preserved ghost towns. Long before it was a quiet rest stop in the desert, it was a full-fledged mining community built around the promise and ambition. As you approach the remains of smelters, foundations, scattered machinery begin to rise out of the dust like reminders of the stories still echoing across the valley. So welcome to Swansea.
Thanks for hanging in there. We have arrived at Swansea. Everybody decided they were hungry, so we stopped, made a little bit of food. There's a whole nother group here. It's really busy out here today, but that's all right. I don't blame them. This was in my backyard. I think I'd be out here a whole bunch too. But we're eating some sandwiches. Kevin's making pizza for him and his daughter, and life is grand. So we're gonna go ahead and take a load off, put the feet up for a little bit, have some lunch, and then we'll get back on the trail.
Surrounded by jagged rock peaks and miles of open desert, Swansea sits quietly now. But a century ago it was humming outposts of ambition. Copper was the heartbeat here. Prospectors first probed these hills in the late 1800s, but it wasn't until the early 1900s that Swansea truly came alive. Investors built a smelter, a mill, a power plant, even a pipeline to move water across the barren country. A railroad spur was added to haul ore out and bring supplies in, an engineering feat itself for a place this remote. Life in Swansea was rugged, but surprisingly organized. The town grew fast. A general store, a post office, a car dealership, an ice cream parlor, and rows of simple worker cabins took shape in the sand. Miners, smelter hands, engineers, and family carved out their roots against the backdrop of grinding machinery and relentless heat. At its peak, Swansea was home to around 300 people, housed in a mix of board and battered homes, bunkhouses, and even a few sturdier residents for the mining supervisors. Each one a small anchor in the otherwise unforgiving desert. Today, those skeletons of buildings remind you that full community once fought to survive out here, chasing copper veins that ultimately buried the town of Swansea.
Right.
right, so we're walking through the housing area here for Swansea. The rooms where all the workers used to live. Got Jason up here. He's looking to buy himself a desert condo. He's just trying to figure out which one he likes the best. Gonna have Kevin Romes as a neighbor.
Yeah, he's gonna run the plumbing real quick.
So yeah, in case anybody doesn't know, Kevin Romes got the plumbing hookup. So he's gonna dial it all in for us. All right, well, we're gonna go get back in the trucks and start making some progress because we're quite a ways away from where we should be or where we want to be. So probably not gonna film a lot till we get closer to camp. It's gonna be more just about throttle down and get there. We'll see you guys soon. Wait a minute. We gotta back up here. So we're just talking about gas, right? We're all like, no, 3/4 of a tank. I've got 4 gallons on the back. You got 2 gallons on the back. Rome's travels light. This guy has Rotopacks all over his truck.
I have 7 gallons of capacity.
Capacity. Notice he said capacity. Guess what he doesn't have?
Petrol might be a little slim right now, yeah. Maybe. Whoopsies.
So we're gonna probably not work too hard. We're gonna drive nice and slow and save fuel.
I was driving like 5K or beyond.
Whoopsies.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna go save fuel and get down the trail. We'll see ya. All right, so I just left Swansea, and we're on this crazy pipeline road that just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there, and this is not nearly as smooth as I was really hoping.
I love how they just have the gas pipeline just sitting here.
Yeah, we're
So
parallel.
close to the two. I wonder how many times a day it gets run over.
Anyway, yeah, we're paralleling this pipeline, and it's a gas pipeline, but it's literally just laid right next to the road. So it turns out that the old gas line seems to connect Swansea to the Alamo Lake corridor, a straight shot across jagged hills and deep washes, and today is just another reminder of how people once pushed infrastructure into places that still feel wild and untouched. Interesting fact, my research shows that the line is still active today. Makes Diablo drop-off look like it's flat. Fortunately, it's not too ruddy. It's definitely loose. Alright, so we made that steep little descent down, and now it's like non-stop trying to climb up out of that deep canyon. But everybody did great. It's just one of those things you just had to kind of put it low and let it go. It's the first time I've really been in four-wheel drive since we've been on this trail. Alright, looks like we might be somewhere we can make up some time now. So we ended up down a bunch of mud coming across, and as you can see, I mean,
That will take it to the junkyard.
so this is totaled. We're auctioning it off at the end of this. Yep. So it looks like we have 4 trucks that are completely clapped and for sale. If you'd like to put in a bid, I'll put the link below. We're getting back on the trail.
suspension to work. So we got hung up on a trail and had a big washout, and it was just too tight. After the last one I was out here in Arizona and almost falling off a road, so it took us quite a while to get turned around. We had to think about it quite a while. Tried stacking rocks, just couldn't get it to my wheel width. So we retraced our tracks. We went down a wash, and we managed to get back on the trail. Sadly, it burned a lot of time. It's killing me because it is full-on golden hour right now, and I would love to put the drone up, but we're just trying to make pace and get to camp. So sadly, it's not going to happen because I even loaded it with a fresh battery. But whatevs. It is what it is. Bottom line is we're safe, and we're actually moving with pretty decent pace right now. All right, so as you can see, we found camp. Unfortunately, we found camp really late, so it's been a long slog. The sunset was absolutely amazing, and it really broke my heart to not be able to throw the drone up and grab it, especially when it was going off all the cliffs. It was just so beautiful. But we had to keep the hammer down to get here. We're parked up above Alamo Lake. Alamo Lake's going to be right down there in the morning when we wake up. So we're going to go ahead. I've already got the habitat set up. I got to talk to Mario because the latch actually broke on the habitat, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But we're going to get cooking, probably make some dinner, and then try and be, decent neighbors, because we do have somebody that's relatively close to us, and we need to be kind of courteous. So anyway, I'll probably check in with you guys while I'm cooking. All right, we'll see you. So we're doing some carne asada. And then we got some shrimp.
It smells good.
I'm glad you like the way it smells. Got some shrimp. And we didn't bring any tortillas, so we're just going to do some protein bowls. Yeah, it's looking pretty solid. Yeah, so carne asada, shrimp. Keeping it easy, keeping it simple. Long day on the trail and time to eat. Relax. I'm gonna sit around by the fire a little bit. And I'm gonna head to bed.
Yeah, Jason wants to change the channel name.
Yep, LFE. Let's eat. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go eat. All right, hey guys. Sorry about the light. Light's kind of harsh. It's coming off a flashlight. But dinner's done. It worked out really well. It's kind of hard to mess up carne asada and shrimp, though, right? I just did it in the bowls because I didn't bring any tortillas. But long day, But we're out with 4 guys, so it's pretty cool. We needed to keep moving in order to get to camp. Normally, if it was just me, I would have stopped a lot and done a lot more like tripod work. And I also would have stopped when that sun started going down because it was amazing. Hopefully I captured it for you, at least on this camera. As usual, this is LFG Overland. My name's Jeff. I'll see you guys on the other side.